Okay, testing the mic. Yep, everything works there. Let's test so you guys can hear everything else. I can hear myself in the stream. Good. Let me also try something. Gonna have some calm and relaxing music. Give me a little bit. Let me just make sure you guys can hear the music. Okay, yeah, you guys hear it very, very faint. I also noticed I was a bit faint. You guys hear it very, very faint. I also noticed I was a bit faint. Okay, so. Whew. Oh, it's been a long day, guys. Okay, so we are gonna sit down and we are going to. No, not forest. Jesus Christ, I typed wrong in the stream. How do I change that again? Is it edit video? I think. There. It's a garden, not a forest. There we go. I don't want to give the wrong thing. Alright. So, we are going to start. This is gonna be more of a mapping and planning. Which is something I do before I start with a piece. So it's gonna be a sketch, but also testing and trying out before we decide anything. Alright. Probably have to turn down the music a tiny bit because it's a bit distracting. Just a bit. Alright. So we want a magic garden. And the thing is, I kind of already know what I want to do with it. Like, I know 100% we need a waterfall. Like, I can't do a magic garden or a magic forest, like, wallpaper without a waterfall. And that is just how I work in general. Okay, the art video I promised you guys before the stream started, it just finished. So I am going to post that in just a couple of seconds. But don't feel like you're forced to leave the stream or anything. You can watch that later. It's not going anywhere. So number one, we need a waterfall. So that's the first thing we are gonna put in. There we go. There, now I can see the chat in case someone is typing. And now let's start. So, number one, in this is we need a waterfall. I love waterfalls. I I need a waterfall. What else? We need like it's like a magic garden. So we can make the colors kind of pop, make it like very colorful, very like expressful. So in my opinion, we can have like glowing mushrooms. Not too many though, because it's supposed to be like a garden, right? So we don't want many of these. It's a garden, so we need like flowers, I feel. But just because we're gonna add a character into this art, I was also thinking we need to like place her somewhere. So I was thinking, do we draw a gazebo? Do we draw a gazebo? I mean, why not? She can sit in the gazebo. Oh, we make a very beautiful bench. I don't know, a bench here. Characters sitting here doing whatever. I don't know. But maybe a gazebo with like, oh, we can make like a gazebo with like a tea party. Would that be weird? No, I don't think so. Is it like this it spells? Gazebo? Gazebo? How do I spell gazebo, actually? Gazebo. Gazebo! Okay, so it's not an I, it's an E. So it's not an I, it's an E. Let me fix that. Let me fix that right away. Gazebo. Gazebo, there we go. And then it's gonna be a tea party in there. Oh, party. Yeah, like flower beds. I don't know. I really like trees and bushes. Like, I love to like add that. Make some life in the garden. I feel like a garden need trees and bushes to kind of stand out a bit, and it's also kind of normal. Just because we have a waterfall, I feel like we need a little lake. Like, and we're also gonna have like a... Should I make like a bird bath or should I make like a fountain? Maybe a bird bath close to like the gazebo would be better. Because we can also draw like a little bird. Let's make a bird bath. In the trees, do we want like... Just because we're adding a bird, do we want a birdhouse on one of the trees? Yeah. Ooh. Birdhouse. Yeah, the waterfall. Well, we need mountains. Like... Or maybe not mountains, but... You know, like a decorative... place where the waterfall falls from, because it doesn't have to be a mountain. It can just be, you know, like a cute little homemade waterfall kind of a design. But I wanted a lake because of the waterfall, so it's gonna be big. Yeah, so mountains. Mountains. Yes, because it's like magical, it can also be hidden, you know, like a hidden garden, why not? Um, okay, the roads. Do we want like dirt roads or do we want stone roads? Oh my god, or do we make so the lake is the road, but with lily pads you can walk on? Okay, my brain is really on art mode today because I just finished another art. So I am really in this mapping art brain and it just everything is just flowing together. Okay, the video is up as I promised. It is up now. Okay, so now I don't have to worry more about that. That is now out of my head. We can focus 100% on this, but I think I'm gonna make a path of lily pads. Because it doesn't have to make sense, because it's a magic garden. So nothing have to make sense, guys. We just have to like push out all the ideas we can come up with and make this like crazy if we want to. Oh my god, are we making it like a... Like, which season? I feel like that is important too. What season do we want to do this? Do we want to do it like summer and everything is like blooming out and being very beautiful and like overgrown and stuff? Or do we want it more in the spring where it's more calm? Or do we want it in the autumn when it's like beautiful but also a bit leaves everywhere? Nah, let's take the summer because the summer is close, like in real life. So I feel a little bit like for a lot of colors, and I don't feel like the lake should be having ice on it. I know that autumn you don't really need ice, but it can still exist because of this getting colder. Okay, so here is the mapping. So this is what we need to add. Okay. So this one, I'm just gonna make very, very tiny. Over here. And we are gonna do something else now. The mapping of the character. Because this is the garden. We mark it G. And this is gonna be the mapping for the character design. I think I spelled that wrong, but I do not care at the moment. Okay, so obviously it's gonna be anime style because that's kind of what I always do. But if it's like a tea party, do we make more than one character? It is a tea party. We could do like 2 girls It doesn't want to register when I did the S. 2 of them. Do I want them to just be normal like humans, or do we want them to be altered a bit with like animals? Because that's usually what I do. It is called something. Let me find it. Let me find what the art style is called. Kemonomimi, something like that. That's what it's called. It's basically when they have parts from animals on them. Okay, one is gonna be brown hair. The other one is going to have red. Yes, we're gonna make her red-haired. Oh my god, do we make... Oh my god, do we make one of them a mermaid? Do we make one of them a mermaid? I'm gonna do this. Mermaid and a human. Having a tea party. Then I feel like we almost need to do like next to the gazebo, we need like this rock formation, and it needs to have like so the lake is passing the gazebo. Let's make a very odd looking gazebo right here. Right? And then it will be like some kind of rock formation, I don't know, right here. And then the mermaid sit here, drinky tea. And then the lake is like passing. Like, I don't know, from over here maybe. So it makes sense that the mermaid still like has water close, but that they can still be friends and like have a tea party at the gazebo. You know? It needs to make sense somehow. So here is like grass, blah blah blah. I will save it there just so I remember. So brown hair being a mermaid. Reddish hair, human. Apparently my brain is now drying out of ideas, but we don't need super much ideas because it usually comes to me as I draw them. The reason too why I don't want to have the mermaid to be red-haired is because I didn't think of little mermaid girl. I didn't think about that movie. It was just like I wanted red hair and brown hair. And then I was feeling like it's a magic garden, so we need something magic, and a mermaid makes sense because of the lake. Uh, the human is gonna love butterflies, so we're gonna add butterflies. Maybe we can make her like point on the butterflies. Maybe. The mermaid is gonna have like flowers in her hair. Oh my god, come on. And that's everything I'm gonna do with the characters, because right now my brain is not really there. So this is the two. I'm just gonna save them so I remember. This is character design 2x. I remember it's the two characters for this art. And we save this one and we call it Magic Garden YouTube. Okay. Okay, so now we are going to bring the actual canvas up. So we talked about the waterfall being number one, because for me it's important to have like a waterfall. I don't know, that's just how I am. Though I want it to come in kinda over here. So we would need to make like mountain here. I have to put this one a little bit further back. Because I need to remember, we need a gazebo, like, as well. We also kind of need to make, like, we could make the gazebo right here. We can make the mermaid sit right here next to the waterfall. We absolutely gonna make this small rock foundation, you know, more flowers, all that jazz. Might even make like some bushes, maybe. Just because this is how I see it now, guys. Everything can change as we draw this. Because I'm a person, I can have one idea and then it's kind of changing as I go. You guys can see that in the short that I put up with the art video that I promised to have done today. There you can really see what I talk about, because I changed so freaking much on that art, and I decided to keep it because I wanted to show you guys actually how it can look for an artist. We can be like 100% sure what we want to do. We start draw, but then it can just like 180 and you just realize I do not like this. Like I don't know what I'm doing. And then we just erase everything and start over. And as I said, we want this to be kind of how they walk around, so it's gonna be lily pads. No, that doesn't make sense. If they're gonna walk on it. Get closer. And I don't know, here it kind of goes out in the forest. That's at least what I try to do. The lily pad might be a bit too much now when I'm looking at it, so we could come up with an actual like stone road instead. This is what I meant with like we were just putting out ideas and it might not be exactly how we picture it in the very first place. Let me see. I am not sure how I want to like do this gazebo, to be very honest. So I'm just gonna do like a random building. Then we alter it as we go. So we need to remember you need to exist like a table in here with like the tea stuff on, or we can make, actually hold on, or we make a table here like with like food. I'm just gonna type food. But then the mermaid can come in here. Here, mermaid sitting on, I don't know, a rock. And then it's like an actual table here. And there the other character will sit like over here. They are facing each other. They are like drinking tea and talking ish. And then obviously it's gonna be trees, it's gonna be bushes, flowers. You guys name it. Something like this. Something like this. I think what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna start with the gazebo itself, because I feel like that one needs to be quite big. And why I'm saying that is because I want the food and like the tea party to be kind of visual. Like it's gonna be the main thing people are looking at is the characters, the gazebo, and of course the tea party. Like those are the most important characters in the art piece. Everything around, like the beautiful garden and stuff like that, it's important too, but that's the main center of attention that we need to bring. So the gazebo is really what we need to start with. So that is one thing. So we are going to take an entire new layer. We are kind of hiding our little sketch here. This helps me to remember my idea, but we can also like grow the art as we go without destroying the art. It's easier to delete the sketch in the background, and it's also gonna be easier in general to start. I just tried to find my phone a bit quick. Oh yeah, guys, don't forget to go and watch the other video I did today, which is when I play with my boyfriend It Takes Two. It was so fun. Like, the design in the world of that game is so beautiful, so magical, and I loved it. It was so beautiful. Okay, so a gazebo. How do I want to design this? Because I feel like they are usually round, right? But just because this is going to be a magical forest, I feel like we can almost do anything. Like, they can be squarey, they can be kind of round. Yeah, I feel like that's mostly what I've seen. Like, I don't think I've seen any other shape on a gazebo. Like, I'm really trying to think. No, I don't think I've seen any other. Maybe, well, round maybe is the wrong idea, because it's usually like a shape of like, yeah, like, if we think about it, like, it's more like this. If we should like follow the standard ground floor of a gazebo, usually not really like a circle, but it gives the feeling of a circle. But I'm gonna say that just because we are really aiming on making this to like a magical garden, I'm also gonna try to make the gazebo a bit magical. We're gonna add fairy lights on the pillars, absolutely. But instead of, you know, the fairy lights that we are used to, you know, like the ones that are called fairy lights, I am actually going to use names. Fireflies. Like, they're gonna be around the gazebo and give it like light and I guess some ambient feeling to it. I think I want the opening be like over here, so we need a staircase of some kind. Staircase. Let me just give it like a proper ground, I guess. I probably want to make it a tiny tiny bit bigger. Then push it back a bit, because I'm also trying to think they are gonna sit and eat next to it, so need to remember the characters need to be visible as well. Not only the gazebo. Okay, so usually what happens here is that it's like pillars over here, right? And here is usually the door. And of course, it's also pillars on every corner. So what I'm gonna start with is that we're gonna probably start with just the pillars, because I just want to know where they stand before we decide how we want to design them. I was thinking of getting it a little bit of a mushroom feeling. So if we would make the pillars more of a mushroom, it's an example. I am not sure what I want to do yet. We also need to like remember how the shape of a mushroom looks like. And obviously the color. But it's usually like a cute little fence. I'm gonna start with that first. Oh, no, that's the door. Bah. That's the door. But think about that we make like a mushroom. Would the top be like this everywhere? Because it would kind of look weird. Maybe not a mushroom. What can you actually... Do we make the roof to be out of a tree? If you guys like... Hold on. Let me try the idea first. Let's create the pillars. And of course, we can actually make this to be like out of a tree. So it's like this. And then here, where the roof basically is, we just do like trees. Do you guys understand what I mean? It's like, so the top of the trees is like the roof. Might be a bit too much, I am not sure. I am just going very creative today. It could absolutely work if we make it right. Is it gonna be hard to do? Oh yes. I'm putting myself through something extremely unnecessary, to be honest. But I do not mind, because I love to just draw and create things that doesn't exist. That just kind of creates in my brain. Oh my god, I know exactly. I have... Yep. At least the fence is gonna have like typical formation of an actual tree. So instead of just being the same plain, you know, like this, we can actually make it like twist and turn into itself, you know, so it become like a bit more decorative, because that would kind of look sick. I would like that. Okay, but if we like really play around with the tree though, if you guys really think about it, it would be very hard to see the gazebo, I think, because... Oh wait, we could actually... Hold my thought a bit. What if we make a tree in the middle? Like... Oh, not that. You are not supposed to come back. What if we make a tree in the middle? Yeah. And this tree is like branching out. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. And then we just create flowers and bushes and stuff, and that is the roof, because we can actually make it look a lot like a roof. Yet again, if it's done right. The little part, like, if it's done right, is kind of crucial. But think about almost like a little tent. Like something like that, and then we just like kind of create, you know, the tree, bushes and stuff. It can even just be that we don't even cover it completely, but make it more like a jungle-ish feeling to it, without destroying the magic feeling, obviously, as much as we can. Also need like branching out here, so it kind of makes sense. We're gonna keep it. I'm not sure if we're gonna keep it, but we are saving it for now. Do I feel like it's big enough? Do I feel like it's big enough, or should we scale it? Now when I'm looking at the gazebo, maybe I want it more here. Because here's like the walk out of it. And then we could actually get like my very first idea where the lake is kind of passing the gazebo a little bit more than we did on the other one. And then we leave room for the waterfall to create right here. So we still keep the waterfall idea, but we can like make this gazebo being kinda in the feeling of a little island, but not really. And here we can make like a little walk. And here we can create, you know, like a little gate or something, so it looks like this is where we go out. And then we just create the garden around it. That could, nope, that we can't go that way. That's gonna be the waterfall. But give me a second. Okay, maybe we should make the water come down. Just so I don't forget we are gonna have a waterfall right here. And then it would be like characters over here. We need to change a little bit, I think, because I feel like if I want this gazebo to work, I kind of want the garden around it, but I feel like I don't really get it because of all the water. But as I said before, I do really want the gazebo to be seen. So we are gonna have it over here. And then we are actually going to add like a little path. We are gonna make it a little path out of here. But then I'm gonna make like the exit to be more like an arch, I think. That's just like a path. Because then we can oof, I'm fighting myself a lot today apparently. I feel like actually creating the gazebo first and see how big I want it is the best thing to do. Because this became more like a sketch because I wasn't 100% sure what I want to do. So we are gonna remove the very first sketch that I did, the one that was more of a mapping. And then we are actually going to do a completely new layer. Then we make you half disappear a bit. And then we're gonna start with that middle tree. And kind of see what we can do with the gazebo itself. So we are going to create like the tree in the middle. Just gonna close that a little bit because now the tree is starting to evolve. And the other lines are kind of making me distracted. So, how big did we want it though? Okay. Okay. And now if we think like we want this tree to kinda hide the gazebos a little bit. We make like this. I need to get to this point with it. Just gonna make it like branch out in different directions as we start going closer to over here. And over here, that is where it's going to connect to the first place of the gazebo. And this is just the skeleton, guys. That's the scary part. This is just one of the skeletons of this entire thing. Okay, so now I need to go to... Good if I have the right tool, right? Over here. So we close this so we don't get distracted. And then I think we can like start there. And just so we don't create the same kind of movement, so kind of gives the tree a, you know, variety of life. I'm gonna make it look different than from the other. Okay, so now if we go back to the gazebo, now we have to meet this corner. No, sorry, this corner. But as you guys can see, it's going to be behind this one. So what we are gonna do, we're actually just gonna take like a branch out right here, touch this, but make sure as we go up over here, the branch is gonna come out here and go into the tree. Out and kind of branch out a little bit, just so we are fully aware that they are not the same branch, but that it's holding up this corner right here. It's kind of the same over here. We are not going to see that corner very well. As they get branched over there, it's going to be in the back. But we are going to make a connection. And I also kind of want to really branch out a little bit so we can get like a lot of leaves coming that way. We also gonna make it kind of fall in the background of the branch over there, but be behind that branch. Stuff like this can be very important because you guys want to, if you want any of these branches to be seen as you kinda go, you need to remember what is in the background, what is in the front, what is gonna be visible, what do you not want to be seen at all, what is gonna have leaves. Do you want it to be leaves everywhere, or do you want little spots where it's like shining in light? And that is something we have to worry about way later, obviously, but it's still something that's gonna be a very big topic later. So here we branch, here we branch, here we branch. Okay, so let's start with this one that we can see, which is in the front. Gonna go out here. a lot of options. And this is the one that branches in to the gazebo itself. I made that one a little bit thicker, kinda so it's a bit of a support for the roof. Okay, and now this is one is coming. Gonna go from over here. I'm also going to bend it a tiny bit. Now I can remove this part. Okay, so this branch I did a little bit more like a little bit more branching out and a little bit more than the other side, which means the branch that comes now in the back and is going here, it's gonna barely be visible at all, but this is gonna be visible, right? And it's also important that we do remember it's going to be a bit visible over here as it goes up, and there. So that's the branch that's going to be in the very back. So now we basically have the ones that are branching down to the gazebo itself. Now we need the ones that creates the rest of the tree, which we can kind of just make very lame and not very big on top because most of it are going down. But I do want a little bit of a... Actually, no, I don't know if I want that. Let's try to branch a little bit weird, but still so it makes sense. Because I don't think I want like a big crown. I want it more to make sense. Okay, so basically everything that goes down to support the gazebo is the part that we are gonna see most, but then we're gonna have a little bit of leaves and flowers coming from the very top. And this is basically the middle foundation, which is gonna support a lot, quite a lot. So this is gonna be it from me today, guys, because I have some other things I want to do. But this is the magic garden, the beginning. So this is part 1. Thank you guys so much for watching the stream. Do like the stream if you think it was fun to watch. Also, if you come after the stream and you still enjoy what you've been watching, do hit that like because it helps the algorithm to notice me. It's the same in my videos. And also, if you're new here, you never seen me before, I'm Sari Nether and I love making art. I love playing games. I'm quite chill, not really full energy, but I can be absolutely crazy if I want to. Do subscribe and like if you enjoy what I do on YouTube. Have a very good weekend, everyone. Thank you so much for this chill time. I love creating art for you guys. See you guys next time. Bye bye.